G'day guys and welcome back. Today we're going to look at some bullshit. Some everyday bullshit. And you know how you know it's everyday bullshit? Because it's from everyday feminism. Alrighty, let's get into it, shall we? 6 ways to love yourself when you're undocumented in the US. Right. Because undocumented people in the US don't know how to love themselves. Alrighty, let's see what bullshit they're sprouting. Number 1, remember that your existence is valid. Right, because you might forget that your existence is valid because you're undocumented, because you're illegal and you don't deserve to be in a country does not mean your existence is not valid. When you're constantly the subject of laws, amendments, and media speculation, it's easy to forget that you're more than just a number. Look, I don't give a fuck what you believe or what you want to fucking feel. If you're not fucking legal, get the fuck out of the country. You know, you don't come over to Australia and just say, oh, I've got no fucking visa or no passport, just let me in. No, that doesn't happen here, nor should it happen in fucking America. Unbelievable. Your existence is valid, regardless of how you cross the border. No, not regardless of how you cross the border. If you got into the country and you're not fucking legal, get the fuck out. Honestly, that doesn't mean your existence isn't still valid. It's just valid in another fucking country. Human beings cannot be illegal. Yes, they fucking well can. They can be illegal if they've entered a country illegally. Then they're fucking illegal. How complicated is that? Fucking even my 8-year-old niece understands this concept. Especially in a country whose laws are built on the enslavement of black people and the murder of native people. That's fucking been and gone, cunt. The white people in your country actually put a stop to that. So fuck that shit off, stop bringing it up, otherwise you're never going to get over it. When the government talks about laws upon our bodies, we have to remember that no matter how much they tell us that our existence is illegal, they're wrong. I don't give a flying fuck how you want to word you can word it however the fuck you want. I don't give a shit if you're white, black, yellow, whatever. If you're illegal, that means that you have come to the country illegally. Therefore, fuck off. We've travelled so much and fought so many obstacles. Our existence is not only valid, it's the powerful product of our journey. And if your journey came illegally into a country, you can fuck right off. Oh, but you guys came and took over our country back in the day. Well, that was back in the day. Everyone was fucking conquering everyone else. Now we have laws. We are civilized. We have certain things we do to protect our countries that we have taken. And if you don't like it, then you can fuck off too. Number 2, time to take care of your needs. That's right, take care of your needs. If you need to get documented, then get the fuck documented. Sometimes this is the hardest thing to do, as everyone faces undocumentation in a different way and through different lenses. Look, I don't give a flying fuck how you want to look at it. I don't care how you want to deal with it. You either get yourself documented or fuck off. Take the time to rest and eat, as well as be around others you can talk to. If you have legal needs or appointments, take the time to plan things out. It's okay to sleep in, and it's okay to not be able to make it to every rally or meeting. But having someone to help you make it to those events is also great. You see what they're doing here? They're like saying, oh, don't worry about it, sleep in, take your time, no problems, go to those rallies, go to those events, those protests. No, you should not be doing any fucking protests or anything that is a negative. Yes, get legal advice, go to appointments, and get yourself documented. That should be your fucking number 1 goal. Get yourself documented, stay in the country. It's okay to ask for help. it's okay to get help in your own way as well. No, it's fucking well not. Get help in your own way. What? Fucking let me just sit back here and ask Allah, Allah, can you help me? Allah. That's not going to fucking help you. Go and get proper help. Explain your situation. Tell them how long you've been living here, what you do for work, where you're working, how you've contributed to the country, how many children you've had in the country that are legitimate, people of the country now. Explain everything and get yourself documented. And if you're not willing to do that, then fuck off. I recently witnessed somebody trying to help a person who had recently faced deportation proceedings by offering them English classes. Well, I don't fucking believe you, but yes, they need to speak English. That should be a number one thing for anyone coming into a Western country. Learn fucking English. After a conversation between my friend and this person, we quickly realized that what this person really needed was many different forms of aid, financial being the most immediate one. Of course, fucking get on the welfare system. I'm sorry, but the welfare system should be for citizens only. But I had settled for the form of aid being offered. In this circumstance, English lessons. Well, English lessons should be offered to anyone that can't speak English. If they're a genuine refugee and they've been vetted and they're going to be coming into the country to live, English lessons is something they need to undertake. As migrants, we have been taught that in order to have our needs met, we must assimilate and work through the system. But this is not true. No, it fucking well is true. If you're migrating to another country, when in Rome, act as the Romans. Do as the Romans. This is something many people have fucking forgotten. If you're going to come to our country, whether it's Australia, America, Russia, wherever you're going, you fucking assimilate. If you can't assimilate, don't fucking come. Now, does this mean you have to give up your culture? Well, only if your culture is incompatible with the culture that you are going to be living with. If it's incompatible, then it's incompatible. Fucking, there have been many migrants from many different places, Vietnam, China, Sweden, anywhere, and they've all brought their culture, their way of life, but they've been able to assimilate into the Western way of life. If your culture can't do that or forbids it, then fuck off. We are capable of many things and deserve to have our needs met, whether the system works or not. Being able to spend time with our families and have peace of mind is important, and taking the time to meet those needs is our human right. You have many rights, but if you're not a citizen, you don't get to exercise those rights in that country. Yes, someone may look after you and treat you well, but you are not a citizen, so either become one or fuck off. Basic human rights is being treated with respect. It's not giving you a fucking house and giving you welfare benefits and saying, hey, live in our country. So, no, don't fucking play that card with me. It's important that we tell those around us what those needs are. Well, the need is to get documented, and that we honour when we may not want what is offered to us at times. You can't just say, no, I don't want that and do want this. If you're not planning to accept the law, live by the law, become a citizen, become documented, then bye-bye. I don't need English lessons or a citizenship class or to meet with local lawmakers. Okay, do tell us what you do need then, if you can't speak English and are not a citizen. What I need is others to honour my journey and my existence and to fight alongside me for a world without borders. Get fucked, you dumb cunts. There is not going to be a world without borders. That's fucking insane. Each country has its own borders. You can't just go over to Russia and say, oh, I'm going to live here now. You can't just walk into China and say, yep, I'm going to live here now and give me some welfare. No, it fucking doesn't work that way, you dumb cunts. Now, I'm not saying I don't want immigrants to come in or refugees to come in. They can, but come through the correct channels, do the correct things, learn the language, get a citizenship, become a citizen of the country. Oh wow, number 3 now. Turn off the TV and all electronics. Right, okay, let's see where this goes. I love social media, and staying plugged in is usually really easy for me. Because of this, I am subject to articles about my legal status every single day. Well, go get yourself citizenship. Go get yourself documented. Become legal. This can get really exhausting because you don't want to do anything. Lazy shit. As articles about immigration can range between the good, the bad, and the utterly ridiculous. Nothing ridiculous about becoming a citizen. If you want to live in that country and you love that country, even if you escaped a terrible place that you were fucking, it was horrible, then you should be respecting and wanting to become a citizen of this new country that has given you a new fucking life. I don't understand. It's almost like you guys are just ungrateful cunts. This past election year has been especially exhausting. Forget the media. My identity has become an invitation for avalanches of questions regarding my well-being, as well as my emergency plan in regard to the he who must not be named becoming president. Oh, fuck off, you dickheads. This anti-Trump shit is really starting to fucking grind my gears. There's nothing wrong with protecting your country, vetting the migrants from the fucking terrorists, making sure everyone that wants to become a citizen lives by your laws. If you can't live by those laws, you don't want to live by those laws, get the fuck out. Go back to the shithole you escaped from. Remember to take a break from social media, television, and honestly, all electronics. Yes, just turn it all off and forget that anything is happening, because that will make you become a citizen. That will get you documented. Dickheads. Not only is this good for your physical health, as big shiny screens have been tied to headaches and sleeping problems, but it will also help your mental health as well. Well, yeah, if you don't want to become documented and you want to ignore everything going on, yeah, it will be better for your mental health not to tune in. Staying tuned in, even if you're waiting for the latest election poll, is exhausting. Well, the election's over, you dickheads, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. You've got Trump. Deal with it. If you want to be living in your fucking country, if you love your country, get yourself documented. It's not a hard fucking decision, is it? Do I want to live in America? Do I want to live in Australia? Do I want to live in England? Well, let me go and document myself so I can, because I do love this country. If all you want to do is fucking protest and have riots, fuck off. Go back to the shitholes that do that. There is a beautiful physical world outside of your computer screen. I know it's hard to put our phones down, as you never know when the next big news will come out and change everything. But it's important for us to take care of our bodies so we can be ready. Ready for what? War? You got a beautiful fucking world out there. You're just talking about it, and you're ready for what? Warring and rioting, you fuckwits. No matter what happens. This here is basically advocating for rioting and fucking protests. My fucking opinion is, if you do not want to get yourself documented or try to become a citizen, then you're hiding something. Then there's a reason you don't want to do that. And if there's a reason you don't want to get yourself documented, then you don't deserve to be in the country. So fuck off. Number 4. Be gentle with yourself. As someone who has made her mind about not pursuing citizenship, I often find myself questioning not just this choice, but all my choices in life. So why don't you want to become a citizen? Is there a reason behind that? Don't you love the country that is supporting you? I mean, you, not wanting to pursue citizenship, you should be fucking deported. You should be kicked out of the fucking country straight away. Don't want you because you don't want us. You don't want to become a citizen and work with the country that is supporting you, that is giving you money, a life, a house, food, a better life. If you don't like that and you don't want to become a citizen of that, fuck off. Be gentle with yourself, because only you know the reason of your journey. Yeah, until you document yourself and tell the rest of the country the reason for your journey. Only you can decide where you're going and how you'll get there. Yeah, but the laws will allow you to get there or not. So you better be honest. This immigration system has tried to intimidate us into believing that we have no choices left, that we must accept whatever fate a judge decides for us. See, this whole fucking article is just written by someone that doesn't want to be a citizen, and all they want to do is tell other people and get other people to not be citizens either, and then prepare yourself to wage war and riot and fuck the country that is supporting you. You're a bunch of fucking idiots. I mean, let's face it. Behind all the clever words and the niceties and, the politeness, it's really an article for hate speech. That's all it is. It's an article to incite hatred, violence, riots, and yet they call us the people who are spreading hate speech. Jesus Christ. Let's continue. But when we still have control over our everyday decisions, and we still have our dignity, we still have our strength. Oh, hallelujah. Allow yourself to breathe and make hard choices, as well as postpone the easy ones. Sometimes, time can feel so heavy and uncertain. By being hard on ourselves, we are only traumatizing our bodies more and more. Remember that you made the right choice by choosing to live. You made the wrong choice by not wanting to become a citizen. Though many will tell you you could have done it differently, remember that your migration to this country meant choosing to survive, no matter what. And if you want to survive now, become a citizen of the country that is accepting you, you fucking dickheads. Your body has survived the trauma of borders and the bureaucracy of colonization. Don't even go there. We're past colonization, you fuckwits. You're a living, breathing testament to your dreams. Well, if you want your dreams to remain true and to come true, become a citizen. If you don't, and you choose not to, you are hiding something. You are saying that you don't want to be a citizen of this country. And if that's true, hey, guess what? Fuck off ski. Number 5. Connect with your homeland in your own way. Well, if your homeland is somewhere you want to go and you don't want citizenship in the country that you are in, then go the fuck back to your homeland. Honestly, I have very few memories of Peru. I remember my grandmother and how warm I would feel in her arms. I remember how safe and protected I felt with her, smelling her wet apron and feeling her soft belly. I remember my grandfather, who would speak to me in Quechua, though he knew I couldn't understand a word of it. I remember my grandmother's garden, the noises of the city, and the black sand from the beach. With only a handful of memories to remind myself of my homeland, I often question my own ability to connect with my roots, as well as my own identity as an Indigenous person. Well, look, if it was so fucking brilliant over there and you've got all these warm memories, get the fuck out of the country that you don't want to be a citizen of. I've had it with people like you. Fuck off. I grew up hearing about Peru through documentaries, missionaries, and local Peruvian restaurants. It wasn't until I moved out of my family's house that I was able to explore my culture outside of these settings. No one says you can't explore your culture or where you came from, but it certainly doesn't seem like you were running away from a war-torn country. It seemed like you had a fucking good place over there. A loving place, but you're over here, or at least over in America, and you're not wanting to be a citizen of America? Then get the fuck back to Peru. But even then, I couldn't help but feel like a fraud. How can I reconnect with something I had never had in the first place? Oh, you never had it, but you remembered everything that you had. Fuck, you're a contradictory, bloody hypocritical, fucking lying cunt. Colonization and assimilation are both very hard subjects on our bodies. As migrants, we are not from here, and as undocumented migrants, we're told that we don't belong here either. Get yourself documented, and then you will belong. As for colonization, unless you're fucking over 200 years old or more, I don't see the relevance. As for assimilation, you have to fucking assimilate. If you don't, then you don't want to be part of the America. And if you don't want to be part of society or civilization in America, go back to Peru, because you're not wanted. In order to survive, we're often forced to adapt to a country whose culture consists of appropriation and theft, as well as an overwhelming amount of artificial media. Well, guess what, love? That's what America is. Everything has been appropriated. They've been assimilated. That's what the country is. If you don't want to live there, fuck off back to Peru. Decolonizing our bodies is more than just a 10-step program. Well, I don't give a fuck how many steps it is. If you're not interested in being part of America, fuck off. Like I keep saying, fuck off back to Peru. But if you are wanting to live in a country that is free, that has all these freedoms and great fucking things, become a citizen and take your 10-step or fucking 100-step program. I don't give a flying fuck how many steps it is. It's a daily practice of reconnecting and challenging the way our lives have been whitewashed. Whitewashed. There's that fucking buzzword again. That meaningless piece of shit you keep bringing up to say everything is the white man's fault. If you don't want to live in a country where the white man has thrived and has freed slaves and has given liberties to fucking everyone, then fuck off, go back to Peru, leave the white man alone. We don't need your shit either. Challenging the ways our bodies have been educated to assimilate into a system that profits from our struggle. You're not fucking struggling. You're, oh my God, you fucking need a slap across the fucking head, you stupid cunt. Go back to Peru, then you can struggle. Or you can come and stay in America with all these freedoms and become a citizen, dickhead. Reconnection can look like many different things. Of course it can, because you don't want to fucking define it, do you? No. It's just everything. It can be anything. It can be different things. And can happen in a lot of different ways. Of course, in different ways as well. You know, I had a fucking big black dildo up my ass. That's how I'm reconnecting with my childhood and, my natural roots. It's an even bigger dildo. Fuck, I remember the days that I used to sit on cacti. Fucking dickheads. It's important for us to honour the ways that we reclaim our narratives, our roots, and our cultures. No one's saying you can't honour your ways or reconnect with your roots, but don't fuck with the culture that is America. Assimilate with it. Bring your culture into it. If it's not compatible, then guess what? You can leave. And for the final, number 6, remind yourself that you are magical. Yes, you are a magical human being, a magical little snowflake. Your body has defiled laws and lines on papers and maps. You cross these lines and now find yourself in a strange place that you have somehow built a home out of. In order to make this home real, you had to find a way to live, a way to connect, a way to survive. Many of us did this without speaking the local language, and all of us did this in fear. Yet, through these obstacles, you have survived. You're here, living and breathing, and still travelling in many ways. You're not from here, but you're not from there either. Not anymore. Instead, You are from somewhere else, some magical place that doesn't exist, some magical, whimsical place that you want to create because you don't want to be a citizen of the place that you've built a home. Your body belongs only to you and the culture you've created from living in between worlds. You're a survivor. You're a traveller. Well, that's part of assimilation, is bringing your culture into the place that you're living, the American culture, assimilating, becoming a citizen of the place that has given you a home. You've gone through so much in order to get where you are today, and no matter what happens tomorrow, you'll always have today. And if you become a citizen, you will even have tomorrow, and you'll always have your power. And you've got the power to stay in America if you get yourself documented. That's up to you, cunts. Suit yourself.
Stress.